what's going on, guys? This is Assassin14, and I finally did my research on that random topic about the zombie apocalypse. I found out that that some of this stuff is actually pretty fucking weird, and some of you guys might actually find this kind of interesting. So this gameplay here is just me training Bloodsucker, my Zubat, to get to a pretty nice level, at least level 14 or so. So, if you guys actually like me talking about this random shit, you guys could, like, comment down below, and I'm pretty open to suggestions. It could be random as balls, but I'll still look it up, so I don't really give a shit. Like, I have enough time, because I'm still going to be training my Pokemon before I continue with the Pokemon walkthrough. So, if you guys want to, suggest anything, you might as well go ahead. But I'll start a new series once I'm done with training my Pokemon, obviously. Not a new series, but I'm just doing on something else, not necessarily training, like the Pokemon training. So, let's get started. Where did zombies originate? So I found out that zombie legends did in fact start in Haiti, and it's basically like a corpse that has been brought back to life by magic or witchcraft. The person who did this strange ritual was called Bokor, B-O-K-O-R. Surprisingly, though, only recently has the idea of zombies actually appeared in North America, and that's in the 19th century, so that's pretty recent. And it's actually spelled like in Haitian, it's spelled zombie, or pronounced zombie, Z-O-N-B-I-E. So some motherfucker didn't know how to spell and brought it over as zombie with an M. There's also beliefs about zombies that come from Africa. Now, different parts have different beliefs. In this part, it is believed that zombies are temporary spiritual entities that eventually God will take back, like, their soul, like, of the zombie. It's also believed that, like, only children could actually, create zombies, and that's pretty gay, because I fucking want to create a fucking zombie, but I wouldn't be able to, because I'm, like, fucking old. Because I'm a fucking old man, to some people at least. But, another legend, or, it's not a legend, it's kind of more like a fact, a myth type of fact, is that if you, like, feed zombies salt, they will return to their graves. In case of a legitimate zombie apocalypse, guys, let's be fucking honest. Which one of you guys would actually have the fucking balls to go up? Yeah, you. Okay, that's you. That's my brother NWO Resistance. He's just chilling. But to go up to a zombie and try to give that smelly flesh-eating corpse some salt. If you did try that shit, you might as well ask him if he wants fucking popcorn and butter. Because you'd be that stupid. You'd probably get eaten right there.
Would you like a Big Mac with that, sir?
So, more about Haiti. I think I'll explain more about what I found out about Haiti also. So I told you guys that the crazy guy who wanted to create zombies was called Bokor, or however you pronounce that shit. I'm not Haitian. Well, basically what this guy did was actually use narcotics and drug people to convince others that the person was actually possessed. And this is how that man-witch did it. So this guy used narcotics on people. They used something called coupe poudre. Guys, I know you guys love that sexy French voice. I take French in school. So they created the substance using certain body parts from a certain species of pufferfish. This varied from, like, the liver to the ovaries. It's kind of nasty if you think about it, but that's basically what they used. So this shit was pretty deadly, and in a dosage that I'd assume would not exceed, like, the 5 milliliters, would actually be enough to kill you. So in a small and controlled dosage, this drug could actually cause a near-death coma. That'd be fucking weird. And this could actually trick medical doctors, because, I mean, in Haiti, you obviously don't have that advanced technology, which wouldn't allow the doctors to actually determine the truth behind whether the person's dead or alive. So basically, like, to believe that this person drugged is actually dead. So people, they would believe that. It would completely throw them off, and they would bury the dumb motherfucker. So from here on, it's pretty much common sense, at least I think. Obviously, once you think someone is dead, you have no other thoughts but to bury them. And this is where the ridiculous trick came in. Once the person was buried, he was actually buried alive. With no drug and physically healthy, the person buried would have died a horrible and slow, painful suffocation death. That is fucking terrible. So, basically, obviously, people missed, like, the guys, like, their family, and it's like, oh, why don't you bring him back? So, obviously, they asked the stupid crazy man who would actually do it for him. However, he would like drug the person, I guess maybe on purpose. I don't know how he would work it, but it's basically, I don't know how this guy would do it, but he would use chemicals and drugs and all this bullshit. But To a drug person, you know, if he's physically healthy, remember, he'd die. But to a drug person, their vital organs are so fucked up that because of the drug, this causes for them to function much slower, which allows the person to survive. But that's only for a certain period of time. So obviously, if the Bakura wants to do the so-called ritual, he has to do it like before a certain period of time, because then the guy will actually fucking die. So here the voodoo man works his fucking magic. He resurrects quotations, quote unquote, the dead person who was not dead in the first place. The problem now is that the person who was drugged was deprived of oxygen. This causes like serious brain damage, which is irreversible, which would make him act like a zombie. His motor skills would go down. He would drool. He would do all this retarded shit, and it's pretty much like a zombie you would see in the fucking movies and shit. This scared people for a good damn reason. They were seeing a person act in such a fucking strange way. It was really creepy. So I mean, basically the Bakuras did this just to get like recognition throughout their actual tribe city, and you know, it's just a weird thing. You know, it was pretty crazy. So that's pretty much the origin, like where the origin of the zombies and all that. So now we're gonna get onto the actual belief of the zombie apocalypse. And if you guys look in the description, I have like this funny zombie apocalypse comic strip. It's pretty funny. I looked it up and it was actually hilarious. So you guys should check that out. But so I know that we all, at least like at one point in our lives, we have thought, what the hell would we fucking do during a zombie apocalypse? Most of us literally would shit in our fucking pants, which would allow a damn zombie to come and eat us like delicious pork chops. I looked up zombie apocalypse, and what I found was pretty intense. Somewhat. It turns out that reference to zombies dates back all the way to the Epic of Gilgamesh. Now, this is a book that is like pretty old. It's one of the oldest surviving texts. I read that when I was like a sophomore in English class. Now, that's a long time ago, guys. That's probably like a good 10,000 years, maybe. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that shit. But that's a pretty long time. That means that people since then, since like almost the beginning of human time, well, since our ability to actually think logically instead of sitting around and shoving our fingers up our asses all day, they have thought since that time that zombies could be a possibility. For you who have read the book, it was a pretty dull book in my opinion, so I didn't like it. But the idea of a zombie apocalypse started with the famed George Romero. Guys, this guy's a fucking legend. He started out by creating movies where like the living dead suddenly appeared. I assume by magic, and that's pretty much it. But I mean, over the years, the creation of zombies became more scientific, and then George Romero would just be creative about that stuff, and you know, more movies came out, and then I think he recently like released a good zombie movie that actually is more based on like, you know, crazy shit like chemicals do this and like scientific shit. But I mean, I don't know. But originally it was like zombies come out through magic and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, first it was actually chemicals causing mutations and all this retarded shit, and it would and then after that it turned into actual viruses and parasites that cause humans to become flesh-hungry bitches that only like to think about biting whatever they see that moves. If you guys saw the last video, you guys might remember me ranting about us as humans being so scared about a zombie apocalypse. Well, the fact that the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, actually made a plan of action on what to do in case of a zombie apocalypse only makes the phobia even worse. The drill is similar to a hurricane natural disaster. Basically, you have to like stock up your house with all the fucking shit, like food, weapons, enough so it can last you a couple days until you find like you can move to somewhere where it's actually pretty safe. Now, that sounds pretty fucking stupid. You know, there's no such thing as a safe zone in a zombie apocalypse, in my opinion. And if anything I've learned from watching so many zombie movies and playing plenty of zombie video games is that you never want to stay in one area because those zombies will rape you up the ass. So I also looked up more stuff about zombies and their connection to an actual virus, and what I found was actually pretty scary shit. It wasn't actually a virus, it was more of a parasite, but I found this website. It said that a zombie apocalypse could indeed happen if you guys could indeed happen. Like, if you guys want to read like the article word for word, I'll leave it in the description. If like my fucking, you know, my explanation is not fucking good enough for you guys, so I'll leave it in the link in the I'll leave the link in the description. All right, so we all know fucking viruses evolve, like HIV/AIDS is virus, and like it evolves and shit. Yeah. So it could be possible that a virus evolves enough to create a zombie virus, like similar to what zombies would actually do, how they would move, you know, all that good stuff. Technically, it's not good because who fuck wants to be a zombie? You wouldn't actually know that though. Whatever. So, if you believe in evolution, you will have you'll be more prone to believe that like the actual like beliefs of zombies, like, you know, existing. Okay, so well in this case, like obviously, like I said, we don't have a virus. There's actually a parasite called Toxoplasmosa gondii, or Gandhi, but that would be weird. So I don't know how it's pronounced. Just a weird. It has 2 eyes at the end. That's all I know. This parasite I shall nickname the GP because I have no creativity whatsoever. Lives in half of the entire human population. That means that you could have it your mom, your dad, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, niece, nephew. Yes, your grandma, and yes, even your freaking grandma could have this shit. This has been seen to control lab rats into making them do their will. Like, literally, they have, like, tested lab rats, and this fucking parasite controlled them, making it do whatever, like, the parasite wanted. Currently, it has not been, like, proven to work on humans yet. There have been experiments that have been done to try and manipulate these parasites to actually make it work on humans. It goes to show that there's always that scientist that is stupid as fuck and is a dumb fuck, not to realize that something is really, really bad and extremely stupid. Another way that happens to be very scientific is using nanobots. These nanobots like are self-replicating like little machines. Basically, they're like so small, it's like microscopically small. And there has already been like billions of dollars put into this experiment. So it pretty much, one day you could actually very well be almost like you could become a zombie after death. It's kind of scary shit to like actually think that after you die you can like become a zombie controlled by a nanobot, like technology. Like, in my opinion, guys, that's actually pretty stupid and scary. But I mean, the government's already investing money into this, so this can only tell you one thing. Like, we have a pretty fucking shit crazy government. So well, for those that live in America, our government's pretty crazy. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much, like, you could become zombies, a zombie, like, with a parasite, you know, you could become zombies with a nanobot. It's just, I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 possibilities so they have so far that I've seen, but, you know, if you guys have any more, you guys should, like, put them down in the description. So, as you guys can see, there's a possibility that there could be a zombie apocalypse one day for some god-given reason, and, you know, you might as well be prepared. Imagine nanobots giving life to cells within your body to keep you functioning even after you die. That's fucking crazy. You know, that, like, it's just ridiculous how things could actually turn out if there was in case of zombie apocalypse. So that's actually pretty much all I have, guys. Like, if you guys like want to add anything, you guys should leave a comment in the description in the comment section below, as if I really had you, like, you know, if you really could put in anything anywhere else, right? So now I want you guys to imagine yourself in a scenario. It is late at night and you are driving or walking down a dark road, just you alone, and then suddenly from the distance you see something walking very slowly across the road. What would you do? Hit it? Okay, let's say you hit it. Now imagine you hit that son of a bitch, and then suddenly you keep going and find a whole wave of the living dead. What the fuck would you do then? So, you know, you guys should, like, comment down in the description and be like, well, I would probably fuck my girlfriend for the last time and then get bitten by a zombie or some shit. Whatever the hell you guys would do, like, during a zombie apocalypse. So, on that note, guys, I hope that this was actually pretty interesting. I mean, for me it was, looking up all this shit. Thanks for watching this random video that has nothing to do with Pokemon, but actually has the fucking actual gameplay of Pokemon while I talked about this. But, you know, I need to train my fucking Pokemon. And I figured that if I'm not gonna, like, put up videos like that, I might as well keep you guys with at least one video or some shit. But, you know, pretty much that's, yeah. So, yeah, guys, like, on that note, thanks for watching this random vid, and this has been Assassin14, signing out. Oh, and one thing, don't get afraid. There's only, like, half a chance you will become a zombie, right?